Alright guys, we're just repurposing all this old retic shit, cause we've got lots of plants to water and I can't be fucked doing it no more. So this is gonna be a lot of T's and then little jets on the end here, and then yeah, we're gonna plumb it all in, and over there you can see all the bloody plants, and it's just reusing what we got. So yeah, brilliant, isn't it? So I'll show you the process anyway, how I keep it a bit easier on my hands. I just dip these ends in hot water and get a tea and just push it in there. These are a bit bigger than this stuff here, so it's like a bloody grind to get them in, so the hot water helps. And this stuff's old as, it's been out in the sun, there's all bits and pieces there. And yeah, we're just repurposing it. So that's about there. Cut it in half again. We want about 9 off one T. Sorry. Well, this will branch. This is a branch, so it'll branch off the main line. And we want about 4 on each one. So sorry, we want about 8 T's off each one. It's easy enough to get these out. I just pinch the side of the poly and it just rips it, and I just pull these out and reuse them. They do get a bit brittle, so there's better stuff than, you know, there's good products and then there's crap products. Yeah, and I just put a little T on here before it goes into the main line, so if I do get rid of the plants, I can just isolate it without actually having to disconnect it all. So this is what it looks like, a bit like a human centipede before it's got the sprinklers on there, and just wet the end with a bit of saliva. If you don't make saliva, or you can use some water or whatever, and just got to push these quite hard. These are pot jets onto the ends, and as these ones are HR products, which is when they get older they just get brittle and they break. The better ones are I think it was, what's the name on the guy, Premium Plastics. Yeah, I'll put the link in the notes to where I actually got these from, but these ones are old as the hills and they keep going. I think they make that Trofort fertiliser, that mob, they're in Wangara. I've got those what do you call it, poly bags off them before, so yeah. So yeah, we've got about 8 off this, and these are designed for big pots, and they've got 3 different prongs on them, and they're different flow rates. And yeah, like usually I probably wouldn't use these, but just repurposing what I got, and that's the whole idea of the game. Yeah, we're just sort of doing it bit by bit, and yeah, eventually the system will be done, be low maintenance. You might lose a plant or 2 if you go away, but the idea is just to hands off and pull in the dividends off these plants, you know what I mean? It's like an investment. We're automating it, and yeah, this is quite efficient. So this system here already was running big plants, and then I had a few things happen in life. Now I don't need all those plants. Some of them went, and now we're just we're hanging on to what's we've got left, and making it easy to look after. So we're just repurposing systems and building this well-oiled machine. So these lovely plants here are all desert roses, and some of these we don't know what colours they are. So they're treated like high value until we see what flowers they are, and then we can decide whether we're keeping them or not, worth the water, grafting them, or selling them. And so I just put the stakes in the pots there, soil holds them in place, and yeah, the whole idea is we just keep doing this till we run out of gear, and then if I've still got more, then we're going to go look at doing an overhead water system for the overflow. And then what we'll do is when the overflow goes, we'll turn that system off. So it's all sort of modular. And I've already got all these old tees that come off. Used to go to plants, big plants, and we're just going to bust that in there. So watch this. So the dog likes to lay in here, hence I've had to bloody reinforce the tees coming out. This is the branch line. There's 2 stations. Used to be for big plants, so now we've only got 1 station for big plants, and then we got all these T lines for the smalls. There's a bit of a restrictor there because, like I said, these things are high flow. So we're just gonna take this guy off here. They actually got a handy little stopper on there, and like I said before, HR products, not the best. These ones always break off. I've got heaps of ones like this with the one I want broken off. Perfect. Alright, put that in the hot water, and puts that in there, and then we just set it on like a quarter, so should flow pretty good. We'll see whether they're looking sad or not. That's the true test. Yeah, trying to reduce this load. Bit of work now, pays rewards in the end. Compound interest, motherfuckers. Alright guys, so we had to run a feed for this one, so same sort of stuff. It's got the little spur on there. Don't know if these are better with the thread. This is the bar band, that's the thread. I don't know if they're better. I don't know. They're all bloody equally leaky. And yeah, if you want some field test data, these are that brand I was talking about. Broken off, lots of them. And the ones that have lasted, I've just used them for the bigger steaks and where I need the smaller ones. So there's a lot of them. Where the other packet, I bought a bunch of them because I had heaps. I had a huge system. Yeah, they're all still going hard after probably close to 10 years, where these ones have gone through lots. Might be cheaper, but it's a good business model. People keep buying, and that's the way the world's going. Great. Anyway, while I'm here, these are goof plugs. These are little overhead jets, like they're 180s, they're 360s. They're for like little risers. These are the barbs. This brand's pretty good. These ones are a bit beefier, 4.5. I think these are 4. Yeah, oh look, there's a couple more. And yeah, these are little valvies, so you can isolate or throttle the pressure back a little bit. Don't go too hardcore. And yeah, that's the stuff I'm using there, the 4 by 2.5 meter rigid. And the mice chew that, but not as bad as the soft stuff, so this works up good in the Pilbara. And yeah, I'm gonna put this in and I'll show you how I go about this without it leaking, because when you use these little guys, they don't really do a nice little hole, so it always leaks. And we're all about efficiency here, so we're going to use a drill. Alrighty. So that goes there like that, efficient, and we'll probably drill a hole here and run it along there, so the dog's not going to rip it out like usual. And just drill a little hole. I think that's a 2 or 3 mil bit. And we just push that in and then give it a twist to tighten it down. And that's the best way I've found, putting those guys in without them leaking and actually staying put. They are a bit of a weak point. If you trip over them, they're going to break off. So yeah, that's the only drama. And yeah, I always get a few of them come off here and there, but generally it's when the dogs running around, or you know, you're playing a sport or something like that. So if you know anything better, you know, drop a comment, whatever. Yeah, so we got one spare for if we ever get a plant for there, and boom. So virtually we just set that on a quarter, and that's ready to roll. So they're all reticked up. We've got a bit of a hybrid system here where there's an overhead from the existing garden that doing all the smaller ones I'm not sure of, and all the main assets, we'll call them, they're all on proper feeds. Yeah, and see, before video runs out, because these glasses only do 3 minutes. Yeah, see, we got big plants on the retic system here. Sometimes we do double jets. You either run the station on longer, or you put more jets in the pots. So there's flow ratios, hydronomics, bloody hydrology, all that sort of stuff. You can get really into it, or you can just do it on the fly and figure it out. Yeah. Alright guys, that's it there. Pot jet stokes, 3 options, brand, blah blah blah. Go on their website, they will tell you the flow rate, probably gallons, probably not litres. I don't know, mate. You can figure it out. And yeah, here we go, round 2. Basically, what the idea is if anyone knows about this micro irrigation, is it's finicky. You don't want too high pressure. If you can't get the pressure down, you can get these reducers here. This one throttles the line down to 2 bar, whatever that is. Does that say 2 bar? That's a lot. I know the outlet can handle 2 bar. Oh, inlet 8 bar down to 2. Yeah, right, so lots of mass. I don't know. It's not shit worth remembering, really. These aren't pressure compensating, so if you don't balance it up properly, some are going to flow more than others. The idea is you want as many as you can on a station, so it flows with low pressure, so there's not any weak points. Because as soon as you get high pressure in the system, you're just going to start busting fittings. It's going to leak. It's not going to be great. So you're trying to balance the system as much as you can. You come to the wrong place if you want perfection, because this is just rough and ready, reusing stuff. When I initially was on it was good, but now there's bloody more holes in it than a bloody bit of cheese, so that's fine by to me. And yeah, listen, like things that you used to love you still enjoy them, but they become less important, and time is money. So doing this might take a little bit of time now. Don't have to do it all now. Piece by piece, brick by brick, you build systems, and you don't have to keep redoing shit, which is fantastic. So yeah, don't mean to be too philosophical today, but that's the vibes. And yeah, I don't really care. So put that in there. So that's all that. Then we got what's that? Can't count. 7. So we'll put that in there. Boom, boom, bang, and we've got a bloody pretty reliable retic system. Alright guys, so the main tools I used was drill for the holes, pliers. I was using silicone on the real rough holes. I used to poke it in with this, and same result all the time. And I guess I was insane because I kept doing it. But yeah, we're recovering. So that does a better job. There's probably something better out there for it. Yeah, and these are the little trinkets I told you about. So not a lot of job. You can use a pair of like panther snips or whatever to do the branch lines. You don't really need much tools again. This runs a ring around the house and goes off to a tap timer, 2 stations. Yeah, and if there's any sort of traction on this sort of stuff, I'll do more. But I'm just sounding it out at the moment to see if it's worth even filming. This wasn't too hard. I was doing it while I was doing my shit anyway, so all good. But yeah, that's a wrap.